Alright, hello and welcome to another episode here on Mulescraft of YouTube series of the admin builds, or admin plugins, commands, permissions, those kind of things. This one's about Core Protect, which is our block logger we used. I know there's a bunch of different block loggers out there, but Core Protect was the one that did kind of exactly what I wanted to do. I don't see any increased server load on our server. TPS is pretty good. We're usually in the high 19s, like extremely high or right at 20. And the block logging is just, it's phenomenal what you can do. So today we're going to go over a little bit of that, and let's just roll right on into it. And I've got Das with me today. You'll see him. He's helping out. He's one of our admins. Alright, and here we are at the admin island where we do a lot of our videos. At least for the admin training series. So the first thing I want to go over is just Core Protect, and you can just do /co, and you're going to see a list of commands here: help, inspect, rollback, restore, lookup, purge, reload, and version. Purge we don't really ever use. We save everything forever. Advanced for lookup, I don't really honestly use it. Well, I do co inspect because I right now. I mean, you can look up, individual players and stuff like that. We're not going to cover lookup today. We're going to cover inspect, rollback, and restore. And maybe not even restore, just mainly inspect and rollback, because that's the two that we really use just the absolute most on this server. Because rollback, it actually does restores as well, so there's not really much need for restore in my opinion. But I'm going to show you inspect first, so let's get started on that right now. All right. Here we go. We got inspector now enabled. So and this is one of the trail effects we sell that you see me showing off here. We've got the inspector enabled. So the first thing we want to do is we want to start clicking some things, see what's going on. So when I click this, I see that 0.8 hours ago, Das placed a lever here. That's like 8 minutes ago, or give or take, because I wanted him to place it here for the video. So we've got one here. Now that's if I left click. Okay, now if I right click, I can see interactions, which is where Das has flipped this lever. Okay, the right click and left click is important in Core Protect, and this is why. I can see interactions, and there I can just see placement and data, block data. Okay, and we can do the same. That works on a couple things. Here's trapdoors. I can see placement for history, as you can see there. Das placed that. Das removed some grass. I replaced some grass. I placed dirt, and you can actually go back pages as well. See pages 1 through 6, you can do this. Now, if I could get the command to work, it'd be awesome. But basically, you can just scroll through the pages like you could anything else. And we'll just we'll go ahead and move on. And the chest here, okay. Again, with the right, there's the left click. I can see the actual block data, what was placed. Das places the chest here, and I removed some wool a couple hours ago in one of our other videos. And then here, when I right click it, I can see the container transaction. So I can actually see that Das has placed a bunch of stuff here. And I added some stuff too and removed some stuff. So you can see who's accessed the chest by just clicking on it. And this is one of my favorites, the door. I can see the interactions with the door, and then I can see who placed the door. So if you want to know who's been in your house, you can actually click on a door, and it's going to tell you back into however far history you've had this plugin installed. And then here, this is another cool part. If you have a block in your hand, if there's an empty space that something was once there, I can place that block there. And you'll see it says, when I replace it there, see how it says ResurgentMule removed fire? Das actually lit that up with fire about 10 minutes ago, you can see. And when he did, I removed it. And that's because I'm putting the block on top of the red one. Whereas if I just right click, it tells me about the red wool. See where it says I placed the red wool? And Das has placed these wool. So, and then you can see into the past, about 2 hours ago when we were filming videos, we moved other things there. Okay, so Core Protect, it's really cool. So that's how we check block interactions, which is really the first part of grief prevention. All right, and this is why I want to do that. So Das, right now, if you will, do me a favor and pour some and he's got the angry trail effect on him right now. If you will, Das, pour some lava over all that. Let's just make a daggone mess in this area. So just keep an eye on Das. He's our little friendly residential griefer here. Come to cause trouble on the admin island today. And then this is the problem, right? Like, it's going to get down in here and it's going to turn the daggone water to obsidian, right? Or to stone. There it goes. See it changing? So we've got that problem now. He's completely griefed our admin island. We've got a daggone mess. So the question is, how do we stop this? You know, and this deals with mass griefing across our server. How do you stop griefing from happening? Well, that's CO rollback. So the first thing we need to do is we need to see what Das has done. All right, there I can see Das has placed flowing lava. See there, like 0.001 or 0.01. That's how you can find out who your griefers are. Right, just real easy. I know it was Das, and I know how long ago it was because it tells me. So here's what I want to do. I know it was within the last 5 minutes right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue a rollback on anything that he did in this general area for the last 5 minutes. And Das, if you will, over there to the other side of the island, maybe by the letters, go grief the letters a little bit, and do that if you don't mind. Just go pour some lava over one of them. So while he's doing that, we're going to work on issuing. You see, we're going to work on issuing this command, and I'll go over the arguments. So when I do CO rollback, it just wants you to specify the amount of time, but we really want to specify a bunch more flags than that. So I'm going to show you all the flags you really want to have full power over your rollback, and their player, radius, and time frame, because that's the things we care about. Is the area that we want to roll back, not the whole world. The whole world rollbacks can take a little bit longer depending on what all the player did, but may be necessary, as we'll see in just a minute. So we're going to do radius of 10, and then we're going to do a rollback of about 5 minutes just to get rid of the lava. Okay, and you'll see now that we didn't actually get the other stuff he placed because it was more than 5 minutes ago, and it tells me what all it modified, and that it did a 10 block radius. Now the radius is limited. You can only set it to about 100. However, there is a global command to do it globally, meaning we can remove everything he's done. And you see how fast it did. Look at that. It even repaired our water, put our water right back. So it's a powerful plugin and super fast, and we're live on the server. So I mean, and no one's fussing about, you know, lag or anything of that sort. But over there, it didn't get it, and I'm going to increase the radius to 100. And you see, I got him there. All right. So Das, go ahead and grief it again. But I'm going to set. We'll assume he's a couple thousand blocks away. Watch what happens when I set it to 1,000. It says the maximum rollback radius is 100. So we need to use a radius £pound global to do a global rollback. But now this is where you have to be careful, because you can roll back your entire server if you do not specify a player. So that's why you use the P:, and that's why you use T:, because your T can be 5 minutes for 5M, or 1 hour 1H, or 1D 1 day. You can do it any of those 3 types for however long you want, so long as it was recorded data in that time frame. So what we're going to do now is do a global one on Das for the last 5 minutes. So here we go. And you see we got the lava. And now the admin island is back safe once more. So Das, I'm thinking this is the first time you've been on today. If it's not, you can jump up and down. I'm going to remove the last 30 minutes of your work so that we actually see all this stuff here disappear as well. All right, he's giving me a go sign, and he can't talk right now, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna set it to 30 minutes, and we should see all of the stuff he did here, like these chests and all those items, disappear if it works right. And he's just been a real pain in the butt right now, just going to town on Admin Island. So just to show you the power that this has, I'm gonna kind of fly up and give it a good look down view, and just let you see. And we'll let him finish his grief. And this works on any block data. Like, there's nothing it doesn't catch, to my knowledge. So we're going to go ahead, stop pouring lava, and we're going to roll this baby back. So here it goes. I just did a 1 hour rollback. And now you'll see it's getting all of them, and did it get all that lava? It did. All right, and just like that. And the red block was the only block I placed. And just to prove it wasn't a full server rollback, let's do this. Now I should be able to click this. Oh, I cut it off. I'm sorry, look at me. I had it still enabled. All right, there we go. And see how it still has all my block data. Now look here, it has DAS marked out because we rolled that data back. Really cool. So that's it for CO Inspect or Core Protect. It's a really good plugin. I recommend it. It does really good on our server. Our admins love it to death, and it's the best grief prevention plugin out there that I've been able to find. So have a good one. We hope to see you in the next video. All right, bye.